What a way to start the early AM that with MTV Sports' Good Morning Sri Lanka. I'm your happy face host, Jason.
And I'm Amaya, and I hope my face looks very happy as well.
No, the reason I said happy was it's a poya and everyone's like so relaxed.
I know. And if you were lucky enough to work for a lenient boss, or you had some leave accumulated, then you might have taken Monday off as well, which was yesterday.
If you were smart.
If someone had a 4-day weekend, well then, lucky you. And it's great to have you on the show, even if you didn't have a 4-day weekend. So let's hope that we can brighten up your morning today, right, Jason?
Today's show is actually going to kick itself off with the Yes Superstar Season 2 winner. She's here today to promote her single "Come Gimme." Which sounds, I love that sound, "Come Gimme."
All right.
Like it sounds like a pretty interesting track.
It does, and I'm sure the lady behind it is very interesting as well.
The lady behind it. Please welcome Dulani. Dulani. I'll say that again.
Do the bow again.
Do the bow again. We missed the bow. There we go.
There we go.
Good morning to you.
Good morning.
How's your morning been so far?
Very good.
What's your normal morning routine like?
Don't ask.
Don't ask, really.
Is it the...
as long as I wake up on my own, I'm good. If not...
Are you a coffee person? The person will be like, I need some coffee before I feel active.
But you look very bright and sunny and...
Yeah, you're kind of pulling it off pretty well.
With a lot of caffeine in you, maybe?
Well, anyways, to kick this day off, tell us, you're a musician. Why music? When did you know that this was your thing?
Well, I guess I had it in my bones because my father was a musician as well, like back in the days.
Right. Oh, yeah, so it runs in your family? Like,
actually, it's just me and my father. So, yeah.
So, did your father play any instruments, or he was a singer?
He was a guitarist plus a vocalist.
So you used to sing together when you were younger?
Let's throw a name out there.
Not really, actually.
Can we throw a name of your dad out there so people...
Turin Ramanathan, that was his name.
Sounds familiar. Sounds familiar.
No, he was not this big name, celebrity.
I actually have heard that name before.
Well, what kind of influence did your family have on you to start off your musical journey?
Well, all of us actually at home, we used to me and my brother, we grew up around music, not just because my dad was involved in music, but we used to always, the radio used to be on 24/7. When we wake up, it's on, and then we used to always be updated with the latest songs, and we used to want to imitate George Michael. That was the the Madonna and Wham. So we used to sing to it and have our little bands at home.
Right, so this was when you were a kid. In your school life, how did that music did music influence you in your everyday life, or did everyday life influence your music?
Both ways, I would say.
How so?
Well, like I said, music has always been there. It's not that we made an effort to. I have to listen to this song today. It was a must that you have your dose of music every day. So in school, actually, obviously, it's either the choir or So I joined the choir, and I was a soprano in the choir. So
so that was your initial training for your music. And was that the only training that you had?
I would say, yeah. In school, yes, that was everything. Yeah.
But was it a case of cutting classes and going for choir practices?
Best part of it.
Teachers of Dulani's school, if you're watching, why she was missing on some days? There you have it.
She was not in the sick room.
Mystery
I was a good girl. Yeah.
But then later on, after school, you went on and you performed with some very experienced artists as well. So tell us their names and what that experience was like.
After school, actually, right after school, I think after I left school, I started working for an airline, and I joined the choir there, and then
the choir in the airline.
The choir was the thing then.
I see.
Kidding.
So the cool kids hang out in a choir.
And apart from that, me and a couple of friends, some guy friends actually, we created this band, which didn't last for long, but then...
So was there another reason behind the creation of the band? Was there any other reason behind the creation of the band?
No, not at all. No.
It was just
yeah.
Oh my god. No.
Just teasing.
Yeah, just music.
Because that love can't really compare with anything else, I'm guessing, of course.
Yeah.
All right, so I've heard you have a fashion designing degree, if I'm correct?
H&D, actually.
Right.
Yeah.
Was that, is that something else that you love, like you love to do?
Yes, fashion and music has always played, it was like the main thing to me, because fashion, I always follow, and I always like to dress up and all that,
So you see this as a way of fusing your fashion with your music, or did you always think, you know what, maybe, did you think of it in the long run, like if I do this degree or this H&D, then?
No, not really. I was always involved in arts, and that and fashion, I mean, if you are good in arts, it's like a plus point of, for fashion designing, and it's easier. So I used to just sketch at home, just draw my own designs. Not that I did anything with it, but then I used to just sketch, and then I thought, why not,
Now, I know that sketching and art, you have to be inspired by something. Did music play a role, like, to inspire you in art, and did it work the other way around as well?
I guess maybe I didn't, like, really think of it that way, but then that may have played a role too, you never know. But not that I did it intentionally, not that I thought, okay, this is what I listen to, so this has to be what I design or anything like that.
But maybe you were inspired by the 90s or something, because
I am a 90s chick, I would say.
90s chick.
I still love listening to 90s music. That is something, I don't know, I just don't get sick of.
Alright, favorite 90s song?
Oh my god. TLC.
Really? TLC?
I love TLC.
Yeah, I totally
Waterfalls.
listen to that as well.
Yes.
See, it seems like you two like TLC, oh my
connect
god.
over TLC now. Alright. Jason, you're missing a lot of things. It's all
I was more of an NWA fan.
It's alright. Anyway, so speaking about people who've influenced you in your life, I mean, people like Kevin Almeida.
Yes.
He played a big role in inspiring you musically.
Yep.
And tell us about the role that him and others played in your life.
Well, after I quit the airline, I actually quit the airline because I got an offer at Maldives. I got an offer to perform and sing there, actually, as a contract basis. So I took it. At first I thought it was crazy, me giving up a career and, wanting to sing full time, make that my profession. But then, lucky enough, my family is very supportive as well. So they were like, why not? That's what you want to do. And then, I took that chance. I went to Maldives. I was there for a year. And when I came back, Kevin Almeida was the first person that I actually sang with here. And I joined his band Exit, and I was there for quite a long time. And then after that I stopped, I actually paused for a while when it comes to music, and then because of my studies. And after that I got involved with Derek Vikramanayaka, and I was with him for, I don't know, ever since, and then until I got married, I guess.
Okay.
So
Wow,
they've been very inspiring, and I've learned so much from them. They're like fathers to me. I mean, they've been like advising me, and it's just, being in the music industry is not easy as people think it is, especially when you're a new artist. So I learned a lot.
Now, going back to your fashion degree, now you just told me that you feel like your music is obviously going to be your professional your fashion H&D, is that, did you have, like a certain time where you thought, you know what, I might just be a fashion designer, that might be my profession?
No. Well, okay, to be honest, sadly, here, for a musician or an artist, it's not very easy to do it as a full-time thing.
Right.
Unless you're like, you really make it. But still, I don't know how far you can survive here, but it's always better to have education, even if you're going to do anything with it or not. It's you always have something to fall back on.
So it's a backup plan in a way.
Backup plan, but that's something I wanted to do, and something I always wanted to do. So music and fashion, like I said,
So it's a win-win scenario.
Yes.
Well, speaking to you, you sound like someone who always goes after what you really want to do, like your passion in life.
Yeah, so I've always, I'm not going to boast and say, oh yeah, everything came easy, I just
I'm sure it didn't. I'm sure there was a lot of hard work behind it.
Oh yeah, a lot. Yeah, I had to do a lot, and there was a lot of sacrifices I had to make. It was a very, very hard journey, but it took a long time, and patience, I think, played a long role. So I'm happy. I'm really happy that, even though maybe, I don't know, 10 years or more, I achieved what I wanted, and I've slowly done everything I wanted to do. So I'm going to continue to do that.
Right. Getting to the moment when the public first saw Dulani. The Yes Superstar contest. What made you enter Yes Superstar?
Well, like I said, I've been singing for bands like after I came down from Maldives, and been doing that for a long time. So there came a point that I really thought, there's so much you want to do, but when you're in a band, it's limited. You can't do everything you want the way you want to. So I thought, I should have my own thing going on as a solo artist, so that I'll have the freedom, to be what I want to be. My personality, I can bring it out more. And there's this picture, that I guess every artist has that, like, this is what I want to be, this is how I want to perform on stage and all that. So I thought, I really, really need to make it as a solo artist. And when I heard them advertising this, I was like, it's now what I want.
So tell us a bit about your experience. Tell us a bit about your experience at Yes Superstar, working with the other musicians and learning from some of the best that judge you.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I actually still learn from them. Still, I do get advice from them. Even the contestants, I have to say, there were a bunch of very, very talented people. They were talented in their own way, that they were all unique and they had their own style. And it was tough, until the last minute. You don't know who's going to walk away with the award or the title. So it was a great experience. And we learned a lot. We learned a lot throughout the workshops, and just being there in the competition, you learn a lot. Technically, I'm still not trained, and my voice is not trained, but you learn your little weaknesses, and what needs to be adjusted, and how to control your voice and all that.
So we'll go into more detail about your experience there, and we'll also see some videos of Dulani performing at Yes Superstar. But right now we have to go for a short break, so stay with us on Good Morning Sri Lanka. We'll be right back with Dulani.